Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet these adorable Easter egg covers. They work up super quickly and it's a perfect scrap yarn project. And this is how it looks like. For this project you're going to need a little bit of yarn. I'm going to be using number 4 medium weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic. You're also going to need your 4mm crochet hook. We're going to start with the magic ring. To work on your magic ring, hold on to your yarn tail with your thumb, wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers, crisscross it in the front, hold on to the working yarn with your ring finger, insert your hook underneath the first circle, using the second circle bring out a loop, go into your working yarn and chain 1. Here we have a magic ring with the chain 1. If you're having a hard time with your magic ring, you can chain 2 and work your single crochets into the first chain. And into this magic ring, we're going to start by working 6 single crochets, and that's our round 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and pull on this yarn tail a little bit to tighten the center, and round 1 is finished. For round 2 and the rest of the rounds, you're going to need some sort of a stitch marker. I'm using a piece of yarn. Go ahead and place it in front of the first single crochet. For round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So pick up your first stitch and work 1 single crochet. Go back into that same stitch and work your second single crochet. And that's the pattern. It's just working 2 single crochets into each stitch around. Go into your next stitch and work 2 single crochets into that stitch. Continue working like this, and at the end of this round you should have 12 single crochets, and I'll meet you then. At the end of round 2 we have 12 single crochets. For round 3 we're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochets into the next stitch. Let's repeat. Work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Again, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Continue working like this, and at the end of this round you should have 18 single crochets. At the end of round 3 you should have 18 single crochets. For round 4 all the way to round 9, all we're going to do is just work 1 single crochet around. Pick up each stitch and work 1 single crochet around. So continue working like this, working 1 single crochet around for a total of 6 rounds, and I'll meet you at the end of round 9. At the end of round 9, this is how it looks like. Round 10 will be our last round, and for this round we're just going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch, chain 2, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch. And that's the pattern. You're just going to chain 2 and work 1 single crochet, chain 2 and 1 single crochet. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 10, this is how it looks like. Let's go ahead and finish this round. And to finish this round, go ahead and chain 2. And now slip stitch into the first single crochet, which is right over here. Slip stitch and fasten off, cut your yarn. Pull out your hook, tighten it, and you are finished with this part. And this is how it looks like on the egg. Now let's go ahead and work on the flower. To work on the flower, I'm using yellow for the center, and we need to start same exact way by working a magic ring with the chain 1 and 6 single crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and pull on this yarn tail, tighten the center, and we're going to slip stitch into this first single crochet to end this round. Slip stitch and go ahead and cut your yarn. To work on the petals, you can start at any of the single crochets. I'm going to start right over here where we finished our round 1. Go ahead and wrap your new color around. I'm using pink. Bring up a loop, hold on to the yarn tail, and chain 1. This chain 1 doesn't stand for anything. Into this first single crochet, we need to work 3 double crochets. Let's do that. Here's 1. Go back into that same stitch, work your second double crochet, and I'm holding on to my yarn tails. And here's my third double crochet. Back into the same stitch, go ahead and work a slip stitch. And we're going to repeat the same thing into the next stitch. So find your next stitch, which is right over here. Go ahead and slip stitch into that stitch. Chain 1 and work 3 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch back into that same stitch, and we're going to repeat. So go into the next stitch, which is right next to it. I'm holding on to my yarn tails. Go ahead and slip stitch into that stitch, chain 1, and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Let's repeat. Slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, and work 3 double crochets. So continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end. We'll move on together. At the end, you should have 6 petals, and to end, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch back into that same stitch where I worked my 3 double crochets. Don't forget to do that. And to end, we're just going to go ahead and slip stitch using this chain 1 at the beginning of the round. And go ahead and chain 1, and fast enough. You are done with your flower. Let's go ahead and bring this yarn tail to the center on the back where this yarn tail is. I'm just going to use my hook, and I'm just going to use any of this back loops that I can find. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull. That's it. Now we need to make a knot using these 2 yarn tails. 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. Go ahead and cut them shorter. To glue on our flower, we're going to use round 1 right over here and just glue it right in the middle, like this. And that's what I'll do. Using a little bit of hot glue. Go ahead and glue it on. Working on the inside, we're just going to use the back loops and bring our yarn tail towards the center or as far away from the edge as we can. Now using these back loops right over here, I'm just picking them up, pull through. Now come back using back loops, and one more time. Insert your needle using back loops only, as many as you can. If yours came out, you can put your yarn tail back in and go ahead and pull through. And now you get to cut your yarn tail and you are finished. And this is how it looks like. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.